of only 1,500 people. We do have 4 schools, and we said to the schools, would you like to do some fundraising, and you can present it on the night that the car rally arrives. So our tiny little town and all their schools have raised some amazing money along with our Lions Club. So what we're going to do is we're going to invite each one of these schools up here, and then we're going to ask you to say something at the end, Robert. So the first school I'm going to invite up is the St. John Bosco. So I'm going to ask Cheyenne, Jacoby, Joel to come up here, please, and present to the car rally. Over to you guys, and we'll probably do some photos.
Thank you very much.
Okay, Cheyenne, would you like to tell everyone how much you've raised there?
We raised $290.
Alrighty, thanks guys. Okay, the next school we're going to invite up, and it's one of our smaller schools in the town, is the Scottville State School. So we would like Jack, Lily and Zane to come up and make their presentation. Now, Jack, would you like to tell everyone how much money you raised?
We raised $100.
Lily, I think that's for me, isn't it? Thanks, guys. Okay, the next school we're going to ask up is the Collinsville High School. So, Brittany Hathaway, if you'd like to make your way forward. Now, Brittany, would you like to tell everyone how much you raised?
$450.
Okay, I'm leaving a school till last intentionally, and you'll know why at the end. I'm going to ask Keith Hiram from the Lions Club to come up next, please. Okay, so we've got Keith, Noreen, Val, and we'll go.
Yeah, well done.
You're right, Glenn.
Thanks very much.
Okay, Keith, would you like to tell us how much you raised?
$350.
Okay, so there's one other school, and this just absolutely astounds me. So from the Collinsville State School, I'd like Saneeth, Shelley Stokes, Christian Payne, the principal, and Marg Rasker to please come forward. We've got a big check this time. Can we have a look at this? Saneeth, would you like to tell everyone how much that check's for? So for those of you who didn't do that, that was $1,325 raised by the state school.
Mark, you're probably hiding.
I should say also, it doesn't matter how small or how big it is, I am so proud of these schools. When I asked them to do this, they all jumped on the cause, and I know they've all worked very hard for it, and I thank you all for supporting this event that we have put on here at the Pit Pony. There is also a raffle going round, and that money will come to you at the end of the night, and it's for a 4.5 litre bottle of rum. So you guys that have just arrived, feel free to buy some tickets. We've got some Royal Flying Dr. tins here. I am going to hand you over to Robert now so he can say something. But once again, thanks Collinsville, you're awesome. You always support a good event. When someone said there's a fundraiser going on, you guys always put your hands in your pockets, and it makes me very proud to live in this town.
Thanks very much, Janet. First of all, I'd like to apologise for being late in tonight. I know you guys have been hanging around waiting for us for a long time, so We had a bit of a delay and a detour to do this afternoon, so we really appreciate you waiting around for us. Yeah, wow, this has just blown us away. The support and the way that Janet's got behind this, and right from day one when I first spoke to her, I thought, bloody hell, we're going to have a hell of a night at Collinsville, and she's gone way above the call of duty and got all you good people involved, and we really thank you for your support. So we're very proud to be associated with the Royal Flying Doctor Service. We understand that they do a lot of visits to your town here, so we really appreciate your support. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Go on, Goody.
So last Friday we left Adelaide and headed up to a little town called Silverton, which is just out of Broken Hill. From Silverton we went further north to Tibooburra to Quilpie across to, we were supposed to go to Windora, but we couldn't get in there because of the floodwater, so we went to Stonehenge. From Stonehenge we trickled into Longreach up to Prairie last night, Prairie to here tonight, and tomorrow we head over the hill into Airlie Beach and jump on a ferry and go to Hamilton Island for our final presentation dinner. So we've covered a fair bit of country. All our cars are here, all our people are here. We've had a few breakdowns and repairs and whatever, but we've had a lot of fun on the way and had a lot of support from a lot of business houses we've dealt with along the way. Again, because we're raising money for the Flying Doctor, and it's amazing how many doors that opens and the support we get from people along the way. So again, thank you for your support. In the morning, we're all going to depart in a convoy and pass the state school. Janet's again organised that for us, so we'll talk to our people tonight about that. So we'll all be hooting and hollering, and we've got a few giveaways for the children there, and yeah, we'll make a bit of noise and support, throw a bit of support back to the children that have supported us. Thank you.
I would like to introduce Janet. She'd like to say a few words about the pit pony. Well, Janet.
Thank you. Once again, guys, it's very exciting for this little town to see you people all come here. We don't normally get 80 or 100 people all arrive at the same time. To give you a little bit of history about the town, it's predominantly a coal mining town. We have 2 coal mines here in town. We have a big one out here, the Glencore, which closed 11 months ago, and we saw nearly 400 miners lose their job here in town, which sent a lot of people out of town. We have another one that you drove past as you came into town, the Sonoma mine. It's only been out there about 10 years. And it's just downsized, but on a positive note, we've just heard some whispers that possibly this Glencore mine will fire up again in October and possibly employ up to 300 again by January next year. So that's some positive thinking. So when we realised that there was such a downturn in coal, and coal had gone pretty bad, and we thought about seriously, what do we do? We've got to diversify. We've got to reinvent ourselves. So of course everyone knows what a grey nomad is. They come from May till September. So they used to go to Lake Elphinstone down the road, and at any time there could be 100 caravans down there, and then they drive straight through Collinsville, and we're like, we need to get a net. We need to stop these people. So someone come up with a bright idea that we've got this history. We're one of the only towns in Australia that have, well, we're actually the last town in Australia to have the last 2 working pit ponies, and this is them both here, Mr. Ed and Warrior. Now they worked out at the mine out here, and they're the last 2 working pit ponies in Australia, and 25 years ago was when they last worked. So they were the last 2 working pit ponies here in town. So a lady up the road called Sue Clark had this great idea. Let's put a life-size pony up in the park and we'll crowdfund for it. So we crowdfunded and we got $190,000 in our crowdfunding. We built a life-size pit pony made of brass. Then we thought we should recognise everyone who actually donated. So whether you donated $50 as an average Joe or you donated $5,000 as a company, you got your name on that wall. So as you drive out of town tomorrow, I think it'd be a great idea if you just pull up and get a crowd, like a photo of all of you in front of the pit pony, and read some of the names on the actual wall there. So that's what they did, and then we we need to call ourselves something, so we'll call ourselves the Pit Pony Capital of Australia. So that's what Collinsville is. It's the Pit Pony Capital of Australia. We're proud of the heritage. It's a union town. It's always been a union town. So they tried to get rid of the ponies back in the day, and they said, well, make them union members, and then you can't get rid of them, and that's how they kept them going in the mine. They reckon they were ponies that had minds of their own. When you clipped on the carriages to get the coal out, if you put one too many carriages in, they wouldn't move. They were cheeky ponies. They bite everyone. So yeah, maybe I didn't need a microphone. So that's a little bit of history about the pit ponies. The harness up there actually comes off Warrior there. So so that's what our town's all about. So we've reinvented ourselves. We now capture a bit of tourism. We do still rely heavily on coal. We're also got a lot of grazing around the area. Lots of stations, cattle stations. We pray for rain out here every other week. So there's 1,500 people live in the town. We have 4 schools. We have a high school, a hospital, and one hut, 1 service station. And it's a pretty good town. But once again, we thank you for coming. We love seeing Collinsville's name on all your paraphernalia. Enjoy your night. Can't wait to see some of you on the bucking ball.